Hello and welcome, I'm your host elizibar. I was just at MightyCon Madison. They do this like twice a year, it seems like. And you've probably heard me talk about it before because I bought this really nice piece of original art from Frank Fosco. It's up on my wall right over there. I showed it on stream on video a couple of times. Yeah, so I was there. I didn't buy a whole lot. Everything I bought is contained in this little folio, which I got from BCW. I forget how much it cost, but it's nice and it did its job. What was its job? To protect things. So let's go ahead, open her up. Yeah, see, there's comic books inside. Isn't that amazing? It's like you go to a comic book convention and you get comic books. So what's in here? If I can even pull them out. I got this. Oh yeah, this is one that was a dispute about price. So I was going through like some 50-cent bins, right? Just like looking for random interesting stuff. I like the Fantastic Four. I saw all this. I'm like, yeah, 50 cents? It looks like it's in pretty darn good shape. I'll go ahead and get it. And I go to buy, and the guy's like, oh, well, there's $3 on the back. I'm like, I don't know, dude. I got it out of your 50-cent bin. Organize your stuff. So he let me have 50 cents along with... I got like a bunch of these things. It's like manga, I guess, published by a Western company. I just thought it might be kind of fun. So I grabbed like, there were 4 of them all in a row. 11, let's see, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So I grabbed all 4 of them. Why not? It might be interesting. They've all got this bend to them. Let me kind of do that. So I'm hoping I can kind of press that out by putting some heavy stuff. Fortunately, I got a stack of like trades right here that I need to read, so I have the heavy thing already ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got something else from that same guy. Oh yeah, I got this The Thing from that dude, and I totally just whacked the camera. Well, not the camera directly, but the USB cable that's powering my phone camera. There we go. Yeah, so I got this thing. It's kind of got that same bend going on to it. So hopefully we can just flatten those out and they'll be fine. From the dude who had a setup right across from him, literally 30 seconds after I bought these books for $1 each, they put a sign up, market everything down to 50 cents. I felt like I should have been grumpy about that, but I'm not. I got this. Are you noticing a trend here? Like, there's definitely a thing going on here. Man, I love the Fantastic Four, okay? Especially The Thing. And then this giant 30th anniversary issue of the Avengers. It's got a gold foil cover. That's pretty cool. And then I got this one over here, which is like 3 issues later, and it's got a silver foil cover, so that's pretty cool. I bought those just because of the covers, man. I thought they were cool. And now the moment that you've all been waiting for. The thing I really went to the convention for. I got Jordan Gunderson to sign my Dissension #1. And I got Frank Fosco to sign this. Now this is the book I have the page of original art from, that I bought from him last year. He still had like 5 pages of art from this book. And if I had somewhere to hang it up, I totally would. Yeah, I ain't got nowhere to hang it up though. So it doesn't do me a whole lot of good. Let's see. Yeah. And this right here is the page that I own. Isn't that cool? Maybe I should have like got him to sign this page instead of the cover. But getting his little signature on the cover, that is awesome. I got to tell you, both of these gentlemen were very nice. Frank Fosco was interested, you know, like he wanted to know where I got the book from. We chatted very briefly about it. He's like, oh, kind of a jungle story. I'm like, yeah, it's great. And it really is. I wasn't going to do a video on it, but I think I'm going to do a video just talking about this book because it was a whole lot of fun. And Jordan Gunderson, he thanked me twice for buying Dissension. That is a great experience as someone who buys this stuff. That's how you turn somebody into a fan who then becomes an ongoing customer. You just be nice to them. Because there's a difference. There is absolutely a difference between fans and customers. Like, I'm a fan of Star Wars. I probably will never be a Star Wars customer again. This was a very good experience with Jordan Gunderson, a very good experience with Frank Fosco. Both super pleasant to chat with. I mean, I only talked to either of them for 30 seconds or something, but it left a great impression. It makes me want to keep my eye out for other things Jordan Gunderson makes, and it makes me want to go check out like that. I think Frank Fosco is either doing or just finished up a like 20-issue run on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I'm suddenly very interested in checking that out. Just so I can see what else such cool people are working on. I do enjoy the fact that MightyCon is kind of a smaller convention and not gigantic. It's kind of personable. I see some of the same people there. In fact, I saw one of the guys from Westfield Comics that I see most Wednesdays there. He was on the phone, on his cell phone, talking to somebody, so I didn't bother him. But I totally saw him. I'll be sure to talk to him on Wednesday. And some of the vendors, the people I bought a bunch of X-Men comics from at a yard sale, they always have a table at the show selling stuff. I don't know how much it costs. I hope they make a lot of money doing that. But you know, they were there again. I didn't say hi. Their table was swarmed with people, lots of people looking at their stuff, which is great. I saw that they make like approximately 1 billion Funko Pops. Other people that were at the... let me make sure I don't mess anybody's names up. So yeah, I saw Jeff Moy. Sadly, I don't own any of his comic books that I'd know of, so I didn't have anything to take to get him to sign. Mark Stegbauer, and yeah, Bill and Linda Reinhold. I think I own a Badger issue or two that some of those people have worked on, but I haven't read them yet. It felt too weird to me to get something signed that I haven't read. That's kind of since I'm not in this, like, I'm not signing this to make money to flip this stuff on eBay or whatever. You know, these are the first two things I've ever had signed. Like, I own some signed books. I got them from like Midtown Comics and stuff, but this is the first signature I've ever gotten, and this is the second one. And these things are never... Well, I shouldn't say never. These things are unlikely to ever leave my possession. These are mine. They're mementos. They're memories of a great time meeting some very cool people and getting to occupy a little bit of their time because they were both busy. Jordan Gunderson, he was heads down in the middle of a sketch when I walked up to him. I think Frank Fosco, he had been sketching something before that, and he was standing up to stretch his legs when I walked by. So it was very cool. Very cool. Lots of fun. If you're ever in Madison or some other town while they're doing one of these things, oh, I'm looking around. Where is I had like one of their little promotional slips, and now I don't see it. I'm looking around on my desk. I don't know what I did with that thing. I would get that out. Anyway, these are very small, very intimate shows. There's still a lot of people, more people than I'm usually comfortable being around. So I'd like circle the floor, and then I have to be like, it's warm in here, and there's a lot of noise. I got to step outside the front door for a minute and just kind of cool off, you know, mentally and physically. But yeah, it was a great time, and I'm very happy I got to meet these two dudes. And well, I guess in Frank Fosco's case, I got to meet him a second time. He's been extremely pleasant both times I've talked to him. Seems like a guy I'd want to take out to dinner to hear his stories, you know? And Jordan Gunderson, he was selling, you could get these. He had a stack of these out there for $5. Like, that's only $1 to get it pre-signed. Like, But he signed this. He didn't charge me nothing. He was just like, I'm happy to do it, and I'm happy that he was. So that was what I did today. It's still so weird going like downtown or whatever and seeing Lake Monona completely froze over. That kind of blows my mind. Because, like, come on, I lived in Hawaii as a kid. I lived in North Carolina. I lived in Kentucky. I lived in Florida. I lived in South Carolina. None of these places have lakes that, like big lakes that freeze over all the way. So every time I see Lake Monona like that, it is so weird. I got a picture or two I'm going to put up on my Discord server for anybody that wants to see that. Yeah. I had a great time. $5 to get in, $5 parking. It's really cheap. They didn't have any comic book. They're supposed to have like comic books out. You get one free just for paying to show up and go in. They didn't have any. I guess they ran out or something. And I kind of went at a good time. Like the day started with breakfast at Perkins, and that took freaking forever. It was all right, but it took freaking forever, and it wasn't worth what it cost, even after the coupon. I mean, come on, it was diner food. But by the time we got up there, it was like 11:15 or something, and that was like the lull. You know, it was like there weren't that many people there when we showed up. By the time we left at quarter after 12-ish, yeah, about an hour for $5. That was pretty good entertainment value. It was a lot busier. And I would have stuck around and looked through like bins and stuff, but man, they're so disorganized. Like the bins I got these things out of, it's like you had like Avengers right next to, well, I guess you had Fantastic Four right next to My the Psychic Girl, right next to Valiant stuff, right next to, it was just a complete mess. And I don't know how anybody can find anything in those bins without spending hours. And I frankly value my time more than spending a couple of hours standing there looking through a 50-cent bin for bargains. But for people that want to do that, you know, absolutely go for it. I'm sure there's some cool stuff in there. I mean, come on. I found some really cool stuff. Look at this. Silver and gold foil covers. Like, I don't even know if these were standard for all the issues of these that came out. Like, or if this is something different. $2.95 cover price. And this is $369 or number 369. This is like from the 90s or something, man. That is absolutely a freaking expensive comic book back then. No wonder I couldn't afford comic books after the mid-90s when I was, you know, growing up. They got too dang expensive. You know, it's one thing to pay $1 for a comic. It's another to pay $3, $4, $5 for a comic. At least in the case of this thing, it's a double-sized issue, or this thing, it's a double-sized annual. You can kind of afford a higher price in that case. So yeah, the disorganization of the boxes, the disorganization of the experience, really. The floor is always laid out kind of weird, like there's no natural way to flow through it, so it just ends up in congestion and chaos. Although there's this dude with his great Ghostbuster costume. Things were too busy, otherwise I would have like pulled my phone out and snapped some pictures. But it was like, oh crap, I'm getting shuffled along, and I don't even think I can actually stop moving, you know, because of the press of the crowd. Like, it was busy. Saw some Lara Crofts. That Ghostbuster costume was pretty dope. I think I'm just starting to ramble, aren't I? I'll let you guys go. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you have any cool convention experiences and you've made like a video, or you just want to share it, you know, with some comments or something or whatever, just let me know. Like, I'm interested in this because I'm pretty sure my con going experience is not typical, because I'm not going to like C2E2, I'm not going to San Diego Comic-Con, anything big like that. I'm going to like this little convention that's got maybe 40 booths total, like a quarter of which are all on Artist Alley, and the rest are just people flogging whatever. Dope. I'm trying to find a great way to end this, and I ain't got one. So you all have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Be sure to check out the social media links below. There's a whole bunch of them. I love hearing from people. If you want to get on the Discord server and talk, we talk about comic books, games, music, all that great stuff. And we just have a good time. I'll let you go. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, and bye-bye.